Hi and welcome to D Scrapbook. This is my channel and I am sharing, this is a layout share of my February 2020 layouts. Again, this is February 2020 layouts, and I don't know if you can tell, but this is a pretty big stack. I was pretty busy February. And this is just a single ones. There's a part two. This is part one. This is only part one. Part two has all my double page layouts. It was a busy month. I'm starting off with some Felicity Jane layouts, papers, but they were all for a BYSS a Facebook group challenge. That is Bash Your Scrapbook Stash on Facebook. They are amazing. They offer amazing challenges and games and activities for you to do to help you use what you have and stop spending money, which I have a whole store. And if you're like me, you have a whole store at home, you don't need to keep shopping, but we continue to do it. One of my guilty pleasures is my Felicity Jane subscription. And as long as I use it, I get to keep it. So I create a lot with Felicity Jane. It's part of my goals to use it if I want to keep it. So you're going to see lots of Felicity Jane products. If you have not checked them out, you need to. I just love their stuff, and it's all exclusive to them. So you will not find any of their products at the local scrapbook store. You will not find them at Tuesday Morning. You will not find them at Joann's and Michael's, only through Felicity Jane's website. So that is awesome. I don't have to worry about, the price being undercut, and that I'm not, that it won't be worth it. It is so worth it for me. And every month's subscription also comes with PL cards. And in this month's, this layout is made up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their cards that come in the kit. I think there are like 8 or 10 of them included every month, and they match their papers, so it's really easy to tuck them in or use them for journaling or a title. And for a BYSS challenge, there was something about using 3 or more PL cards. So you're going to see that I have a lot of layouts in here with PL cards, and you're also going to see that I have some layouts for a Thickers challenge that I issued myself for this year for 2020, and that is to use 1,200 Thickers, and if it's a word, it only counts as one, but 1,200 pieces of Thickers. So I can bash some of like the 600 packs of Thickers I have in my stash, which is like 600 too many. So I'm gonna start here. This is a picture of myself with my oldest daughter. And like I said, Felicity Jane, love their stuff. This is also Felicity Jane, and this is their beautiful tissue paper that comes in their kits. This was something I picked up at Michael's. I think it was like a recollections thing, but this is from a Thickers, but and the little bling, quick and easy, black and white photos, put them on anything. Nice trick. Some Thickers, again, Felicity Jane, and I made the photos small. Again, this is my oldest daughter and I, and then this is some October afternoon button. But this came with Felicity Jane, so did this, and I think both of these too. But that button, love me some old October afternoon. This is more Felicity Jane, and this foam flower from this kit was just so cute. And the tissue paper again, they always have a lot of black and white in their kits. So it's great because then it matches perfectly with whatever other colors, like the pinks and the mints that they throw in their kits. Again, another Felicity Jane. This is New Year's Eve, and this is my oldest daughter and my granddaughter, her niece. All Felicity Jane products on here except the buttons. I think those are Doodlebug. But even the bling, the little flowers, the tabs, Love their stuff. And that was for a BYSS sketch challenge, I think it was, a supply challenge. Again, this was using PL cards, so that was nice to bash them, and then I just doodled around them. I just love the way this layout looks. This is foam 3D, and then I popped a photo over it, so I can maximize the use of my hearts, but so they didn't go to waste. But totally love it. 3D as well. All Felicity Jane. Another Felicity Jane layout. 2 more PL cards. Like I said, I'm trying to bash them as well. 1,200 is the goal for this year. Another Felicity Jane. And this is both my girls and I. Not sure who the buttons are, but I know that's the Thicker's title. And you can see I tucked some more tissue paper. And this was the supply challenge layout for BYSS Facebook group. This is also another supply challenge. I think we were supposed to use labels and buttons, and this is actually the paper that comes in the front of the collection kit. So I used it, I just cut the top off where the name was and used it as a paper. So actually got even more for my money here, but this also was part of the kit, and I love the little gold bling on it. And this is some more October afternoon buttons. They're amazing. But this is myself, my husband, and our 3 youngest. Our 2 other children are grown. This is another Felicity Jane, and this is again from the challenge. It was using 3 word phrases and chipboard and buttons. If you check out their challenges, I mean, this was February's challenges, I'm pretty sure, and they were just fantastic. They really made me use stuff in my stash I hadn't used in a long time, like these buttons. This was also part of that challenge, and I used 3 PL cards again, so I was really, really proud of myself. And some more buttons. 3 more PL cards, and titles, and enamel dots, another supply challenge from February. This, can't remember what the challenge was here, but I was pretty proud of myself. I used up, this is all Felicity Jane except the title, which is a thicker, and my journaling on white cardstock. But putting 6 photos on a layout, that's sometimes really hard to do. To get that many photos without the photos like taking up the whole page and not having any kind of design. So I've been taking my photos and putting 2 on 1 4x6 on the PL Project Life app and printing them that way and cutting them up. So it's really been working because I can get all the photos and not take up all the space. This is another Felicity Jane again, and this was New Year's Eve. Another Felicity Jane, another PL card. I bashed by the time I finished all the February challenge. I bashed this whole kit, I think, from Felicity Jane. This is also another Felicity Jane. This is where my son lives now, in Huntsville, Alabama. So shout out to Huntsville. This is my husband and his 3 little brothers. Yeah, he's the shortest one, but those are his 3 little brothers. And it's just good to be able to get the boys all together. I can't remember who this paper was from or this one, but like I said again, I shrunk the photos down so I could get 3 on a page without just the whole page being photos. This is the Felicity Jane layout again. These were both PL cards that I just cut the edge off and used them for the background for the title. My husband, his famous seafood bake that he makes for holidays around here. So I always take a picture before we dig in, but there were lobster tails and crab legs and shrimp, and it was just delicious. Another Felicity Jane kit, and these are more PL cards. And this was, oh, snuck in here. This is actually a 2-pager. So you got one. Don't tell on me. I'm gonna add it to my 2-page pile. and I'll show it off on part 2 as well. But if you notice, I use 6 PL cards, and this was also for BYSS Stash Challenge. This is my grandson, another PL card, and this had to do with ribbon and chipboard and tags, I think it was, and Brad's metal. So that was another supply challenge. This was also for supply challenge on BYSS. It had to do with chipboard. So I was really proud of myself because I used these speech bubbles up. I left them blank because y'all don't want to hear the things that come out of the 16-year-old's mouth sometimes. But they will be filled out later. My grandson got underneath the couch and got squished. So he got a little cut on his little foot. It was a little ouchie, my poor baby. So we took a picture and documented it. So I don't think he'll ever go underneath the couch hiding again. That's not a good spot when you have recliners. But I love that boy, and that's Felicity Jane again. This is some really old Maya. I can't remember what it was, Maya something Maya company. Maya Rhodes, that's what it was. I'm pretty sure that's where I got that ribbon from. And then this little metallic charm is from Felicity Jane, as is this. And this is my son who hates to get a haircut with his grandpa, my dad. And they're really close no matter how far away we are. My 2 brother-in-laws were horsing around the house on New Year's Eve. That's what happens when you give alcohol to men. See, they don't even know what they're doing. So this is part of the BYSS challenge again. It had something to do with stamping and chipboard. For this BYSS challenge, it was using a stencil. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to tell that there's like a very light, like burgundy-ish heart pattern in the background that matches like her dress. This is my grandson, and I matched the papers to his Batman pajamas. This was again for the stencil challenge, and it was nice and brown and rough. This was for a stencil challenge also on BYSS, and I love the way this turned out. It was bright and colorful, and it was Easter a couple of years back. This is the first layout that my granddaughter did with me. It is way outside my wheelhouse, as you can tell from my other layouts. But we had certain supplies we had to use, and she got a little carried away. She decided where the stencils were gonna go, what we were gonna use, what we were gonna put on it. So this is her first work of art. Not too bad for a 6-year-old. I think she did pretty good. Not so good for a 50-year-old, but amazing for a 6-year-old. So I'm really, really proud of her. So it's gonna go in our stash as our first layout together, as our first real layout together. This is another one of my husband's barbecue seafood dinners, and as you can see, everything was all wrapped up looking good. And then this is the before, and this is what it looked like after, when everybody ate everything. There was not even a lobster tail left behind. This is my oldest daughter with her niece and nephew, my grandkids, and I'm pretty sure this is old Lily B as well.